Now, as for our next presentation, we'll have Tom Rieder from Tokengate, and he'll be speaking on using NFTs to grow and fund businesses. Welcome, Tom. It's your first time here, right? Yeah. Oh, sorry, you don't have a microphone. Oh, you'll get one.
I'll get that one.
Yeah, you'll get that one. In the meantime, reach out to our staff in the Telegram group if you're online, or here in person directly. We'd love your feedback. You can reach out to me personally. I'm Marcel Kaiser from Polycrypt. And now, the stage is yours, Tom.
Does that one work? Check, check.
Yeah,
it works. So, hello everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very pleased to be with you today. My name is Tom Rieder. I'm a managing director at Tokengate. And I would like to start with a short story on how I ended up here with you in Frankfurt. I was brave enough to take the train, Deutsche Bahn, and I got stuck in Karlsruhe because there was lack of electricity in the train station. But the real journey started almost 5 years ago, when we had the crazy idea to found a startup and bring digital art on screens. And it wasn't worse, but certainly more exciting than a train ride with Deutsche Bahn. It was more or less a roller coaster ride. When we started 5 years ago, nobody was talking about NFTs. And when I pitched our deck to investors, they thought they're crazy. Nobody's gonna spend more than $100 for digital art pieces. But I don't want to look back. I want to look forward and talk about the present, talk about the future of NFTs. And we were very, very lucky that we were acquired this year by Tokengate, and that's why I'm here. I'm going to talk about the potential and the actual market of NFTs. I'm going to tell you about some use cases we are working on, which are more than just art, and then I'm open to a discussion. So how big is the NFT market really? I mean, when we started, we thought we're going to democratize art. As Misart told it yesterday, it was a big idea, but it didn't work out. Nobody wanted to buy digital art in 2018. So it was just something in a small crypto community. They were spending cryptocurrencies in order to collect NFTs, but on a big scale, there was no market. So let's see how big the market is today. Who of you have ever heard what an NFT is? Please raise your hands. Wow. Welcome to the bubble. If you ask the Germans, 83% haven't even heard what the NFT is. In the US, it's 70%, and in Hong Kong, 53%. So I think that's good, because there's a lot of potential of people who are going to learn what it is. And if you read the news today, MetaMask announced the integration in Apple Pay, so I think the adaptation will grow within the next years. So, question is, NFT, is that just something for freaks? And I would like to do a short experiment. You can scan the QR code. We don't have a live voting. I have it on my laptop, and I want to see who of you already adopted NFTs. The code will stay on the slides for the next few slides, so you can take your time, scan the code, and tell me on how you're using already the NFTs. Last year was the year of the NFTs. Trading grew up to 17 billion. According to other reports, it almost, or some say it was even 40 millions, but we saw this was a real big growth rate in last year. And when we started our first business case, we thought we're going to sell art pieces for $40 to $60. And I know the first CFO, where I pitched it, you're crazy, Tom, that's never going to work. They don't going to pay it. nowadays on OpenSea, the average is $500, and half of the volume is below $200. And on our platform, elementum.art, which we run, we have an average of about $3,000 for each sale. We have a monthly group of 250,000 people that are monthly trading. So there is a small community who do a lot of big trades. And we have around 28 million active wallets. So it's not huge yet, and there's still a lot of potential. And the top 5 countries, it isn't Europe, it isn't the States, it's Asia. First of all, it's, I guess, 32%, the Philippines. Then we have Thailand with 27% of the population that, or of the younger population that is collecting NFTs, and in Malaysia it's 24%. And now I'm looking forward to see how the Frankfurt bubble is doing. So see if it works. 10% are saying, yes, I'm a collector. 17% already bought one or more NFT. A third of you said, I haven't bought yet, but I was thought of buying one. 30% say, probably sometime in the future, and only 10% say, it's not for me. So it's good. There's still potential, and the market, as I think, gonna grow within the next 3 years. So I would like to say a few words about Tokengate. Tokengate is a company that tokenizes all kinds of assets. We believe that there are 5 billion people who could potentially own tokens, and we offer an easy way to create and issue tokenized assets. It can be real estate, commodities, art. We make it very easy to invest in token and to manage also the assets. The company I came from, and which was acquired this year by Tokengate, runs NFT marketplaces. First of all, it's elementum.art. We provide a marketplace for artists, for galleries, and as we want to make things very easy, we offer fiat payment and also hold the wallet as a custodian. So people who want to enter the space, they don't need to own a crypto wallet. And at the moment, we run a lot of different NFT projects which are outside of the art space. We work with car companies, with watches, with luxury goods producers. So there's a lot of demand on the issuer side. And the most important thing which we learn in those projects is you need to have access to a community that is going to buy. It's not a problem to produce NFTs, mostly it's to have a good community that wants to collect your NFTs. And one of our community projects in art is called Snowcash. It's an exhibition about the metaverse, which is going to happen in Kunsthalle in Zurich, and also in different metaverses, where we're going to build a community of collectors and artists in order to have a whole ecosystem in art. But that was the commercial break. I'm going to talk now about some of the use cases we are working on and give you some insights. I mean, when we talk about NFTs, and especially when we talk about art, we all think it's just the picture, it's just the artwork itself that gives value to the NFT. But nowadays, when we work with customers, it's like one thing is to get the designs. We actually work with 2 or 3 car manufacturers, and they have a lot of designs to build NFTs. They have car sketches, they have 3D models, they have parts of the cars, they have logos, and that's like an easy thing to produce. But what's really cool, it's the possibility you can offer with an NFT to grow your business, and it's like the access, the utility part of the NFT, where we talk about giving access to prototypes. We have a luxury car producer who produces 30 prototypes, and only the whitelisted ones who bought the NFT will have access to the whitelist to buy the prototypes. You can do the same thing with the first series. So the first 100 of the serial production will go to the NFT owners. You can use the NFT as a membership, where you get invites to track days, invites to VIP events, and also to the whitelist of stocks. I already talked about the car case, and the one thing which we are focusing now is like really to get spots and NFT to get whitelisted for the prototypes. And then we work on museum cases where we use NFT as a fundraising mean. They want to fundraise and have some donated artworks, which we're going to tokenize and offer them as fractions. It can be done through NFTs, that you get like a part or a defined part of the picture, but it can also be done with another token. And the concept is that like people gonna buy a fraction of the artwork gonna be exhibited in a museum, and they are like co-owner of that artwork. We also work with Swiss watches, where they bring out like the first virtual watch, where there's no, when they build watches, you need to think about physics. If you have digital watches, there's no physical restraints. But what we saw is that a lot of the traditional industries, they want to give access to their customers through physical NFTs. So if you don't own a wallet, if you don't have cryptos, you need to somehow make it physical. And how can you make an NFT physical? We offer like two options. First is that we print paper wallets, that we create wallets and we pre-mint the NFTs in those wallets, and then the customers can either sell those wallets or give it as a giveaway at events. And we did it with Swiss crypto stamps, which is like the Schweizerische Post, who issued crypto stamps. They sold it through paper wallets. We work with a big city in Switzerland, which has like giveaways at the event where we produce PFP projects which are given away also in paper wallets. Other solutions where we work on with the Swiss watch producers is like you get a voucher. They can sell in the point of sale. They gonna sell vouchers which can be accessed on the website. That makes it possible to sell, in fact, a digital NFT in a physical way. And as we saw, most of you have been thinking about buying NFTs, but I guess no one of you is sure which is the right one. I mean, it's a tough decision. Either you want to invest in an NFT because you think it's a good investment, you're going to have 100x or 1000x, but sometimes it's just because you like it, because it's a nice art piece. And for those who don't know what to buy, we offer a curated NFT fund from a sister company of ours, which is located in Dubai. It's the Crypto Oasis Metaverse Collection, where we do the curation and the fund management and also the fractionalizing of the company shares. And one of the newer projects we are working on is like selling spaces, because there's a big demand to exhibit in the metaverse, and we work with architects where we provide on different metaverse marketplaces, we provide spaces where people can buy the space and exhibit their artworks in their own galleries. So that's in short what we do, and the learnings from my side are As I said, sometimes you're too early, but you're never too early to have success if you really follow the goal. And we started as a tech company, and now we integrate the more and more art competences, and what we learn, everything we learned on those cases, we can deploy it to other industries. And the other side is really the community. I mean, you have one thing is the offering side. You have to produce good tokens. You need the good technology, the blockchain, and at the end of the day, you need the buyer side, the community. And the most important things, if you do NFT drops, is to have good community strategies and build up community so that really your projects get successful. That was it from my side.